I'm Dave Epstein, this is Growing Wisdom. We're in my yard today, and I've got tree specialists that will be arriving here soon. Unfortunately, they were going to take a tree down, and you guys know me, I don't want to take trees down. I mean, I plant trees all over the place, but this guy's leaning. It's in close proximity to the house. If it were to come down, it's going to cause a lot of damage to the gardens, so it's just time for this to come out. So instead of having someone come in, you know, a bunch of guys, we could have a bunch of guys come in, they'd climb the tree, and then they'd take down piece by piece and haul it away. We're actually going to have a crane come in and take this all out in one fell swoop, chip it up, and it'll be done. All right, so I'm here with Chris Orchard. Great name for a tree guy, by the way.
Thank you.
You must get that a lot.
Yep.
From Tree Specialist. And Chris, tell me the process about what we're doing.
Well, basically, we brought in the crane, and we've got it set up in the side yard. And we're going to be using that crane to take the tree out because it's gotten to the point where it's so large that if we were to take it down by hand, climbing the tree, that all of the material would have to be taken out by hand. And this way, it can all be processed out in the driveway where the crane will set it down. It's a lot safer also for our guys because there's no danger of anything going wrong back here as far as the tree goes. It all can be dealt with out in the open. The crane isn't always the best way to go, but in certain situations it's the safest, it's the most practical, and sometimes it can also be the most cost-effective.
What are they going to do here? What's he doing?
Basically, the crane is bringing the climber up into the tree, and those two red things hanging down off of the hill of the crane are called slings. They'll be set up in the canopy of the tree, and then the climber will descend down from the point that he sets those slings, tie himself into the tree, and make his cut, so that now the piece is fully suspended by the crane and will be swung out and around to where we can process it. We don't want it to flip over because then the climber's in jeopardy while he's up there. So each piece needs to try and stay as straight as possible and swing out the way that it's cut. We'll take out all the brush first up in the top of the canopy, and then it will move down into the wood trunk section.
And what do you do with the brush, just out of curiosity?
Brush is processed by the chipper.
Can you recycle the brush?
We do reuse the wood chips. We make our own mulch.
So we're standing where there was a tree, and when we talked earlier, some of us thought this was 40, 50 years old, but it's almost a 100-year-old tree that we just took out. Good thing is that I'm noticing a lot of this wood's going to go off to be firewood. Mm-hmm. We've recycled it.
Absolutely.
And it's also less dangerous for the house. Perhaps a crane is right for you if you are taking out some bigger trees. I appreciate you watching this edition of Growing Wisdom. Come back every week for all of our tips and helps at growingwisdom.com.